Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is a fairly dramatic, I would say, it's very dramatic look for Christmas. It's not just your red lip and gold glitter, although they are involved. It is a cut crease, there is glitter, there is red eyeshadow, there is black eyeshadow, there is liner, there is super dramatic lashes. There is the dark red ombre lip as well. I'm not wearing a hat, that's just my Merry Christmas decoration up there. Yeah, so this is just I just want to do something really, really dramatic and really bold for Christmas. So like it's like real intense and real like, oh, very dramatic. I love it. So if you want to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so we're starting off with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and we're going to prime the eye from the lid all the way up to the brow and along the lower lash line. This will just give the shadows something nice and sticky to stick to basically, and make the colours come out a lot more intense and stay on all day. First shade we're going to use is Inglot's eyeshadow in 335. It's a burnt orange shade, really pigmented. And on a MAC 217 brush, I'm just bringing that to the outer corner and into the crease, just mapping it out first. Then with what's left on the brush, I'm just going to go in and start blending the edges and softening that out and smoothing it all over. On the same brush, I'm just bringing a little bit of that along my lower lash line because I do want this to be quite blended out. Next we're going straight into some black eyeshadow. This is Inglot's shade in 64. It's got a bit of a gold sparkle, so I thought it would go really well with the look. And on a little stubby, this little elf brush, I'm just going back into my crease. Firstly, mapping out again where I want it to go. So going from my lash line to my outer corner and curving it around into my crease. And then we're going to go in and blend that later. So now we're going to blend. I'm taking a MAC 221 brush with a little bit more of the black on it and just going in and smoothing over where I applied the black. The first brush was just to map it out. This is to soften around all the edges. And then back with my 217 with whatever's left on the brush and just using that to soften out the edge so it has a bit more orange to blend into. And then because black is really hard to blend out, we're going in with a clean brush and softening out the edges of the orange. On the lower lash line, I'm taking the black and just running that along the outer half of my lower lash line, really close to my lashes. We want this to be really, really smoky. And then with that clean brush, it's not so clean anymore, we're going to go in and smudge that out. To cut the crease, we're going to go in with MAC Select Cover Up Concealer. Just use whatever concealer you normally use for your cut crease. And on a really flat brush, we're going to go in and start carving out the halfway mark of my cut crease. Make sure it's really, really smooth when it hits my crease, my natural crease. I'm not going any higher because on my eyes it looks really, really weird. But just make sure your edge is nice and crisp. And then over top of that, we're going in with the Inglot eyeshadow in 50, which is a bright cherry red. And on a flat brush, we're just going to pack that onto the center of the lid. Really make sure that's nice and intense, but it will stick to the concealer, so that'll intensify it more. And then just going back in with a little bit of the black shade, just a tiny bit on the brush, and just tapping over it where it meets the red. Next, we're going in with Inglot's eyeshadow in 25, which is a gold. It's a really, really nice warm gold, and we're packing that on the inner half of the lid and making sure that goes right to the inner corner, doesn't go past the cut crease. And now I'm just going in and blending where it meets the red, so just going back and forth between my gold brush and my red brush and patting over where they meet. Then I'm patting some of the red on my lower lash line just on the center, and then some of the gold on the inner portion of my lower lash line. Just concealing my under eyes with the same Select Cover Up Concealer just to tidy it all up and brighten my under eyes. I look super pale here. And then just going back in after that with my 217 and blending out the bottom lash line again. For my brow highlight, we're going in with the Inglot eyeshadow in
373, which is a matte white, and I'm just popping that along the under portion of my brow, right along, and blending that down. And then we're taking Inglots eyeshadow in 45, which is a really pale gold, and just packing that on my inner corner, just as my inner tear duct highlighter. And because it's Christmas, we're going in with gold glitter. So this is MAC Reflex Gold. So it looks white, but when it hits the light, it actually goes gold, which is really pretty. So it doesn't actually change the colour of the colour underneath it. It just makes it look more gold. And then we're going in with the NYX Glitter Primer. Just a tiny bit of this and patting that over the gold that's on the inner portion of the lid. And just feathering it into the red. But we don't want a lot of this at all. We just want a very minimal amount. Then we're taking the Makeup Geek Sparkler in the shade Asteroid, which is a gold glitter because we don't have enough glitter on, and just packing that over the glitter glue, making sure to fade it into the red as well. I did my liner using the Inglot AMC Gel Liner in 77, which is just a black shade. So I lined my eye, did quite a dramatic eye, and then I did an inner corner point on my inner corner, obviously. And then for my waterline, I'm taking Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. And just popping that right into my waterline. Make sure to get right in between my lashes to make sure there's no gaps. And all the way into the inner corner as well. Moving on to the skin, we're going with the Lorazzi Cream Contour in the shade Aloha. I actually really like this. It's one of the few cream contours I actually use. And we're just drawing that on in the shape that I want. And then taking a Real Technique setting brush and buffing that into the skin. It will blend, don't worry guys, I know I'm really pale, but it will blend, trust me. Then I'm taking MAC's Mineralized Blush in Love Me Like Me, which is a really nice peach shade. And just popping that all over the cheeks, and making sure it blends into the contour a little bit so there's no harsh edges. For my highlighter, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter in the lightest one, so it's the Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal one, and I actually use both. I went in with Lightning Dust first and then Fire Crystal on top to really give me a good highlight. Gonna pop on the Primark 3D Femme lashes, which are really dramatic and winged out, so it adds to the shape of the eye. And we're just popping this on. I put this in because it's actually in frame for once, that's why I never show it. Onto the lips, we're going to go dramatic. We're going to go for MAC's Lip Pencil in Burgundy. And I'm just lining my lips, make sure to get a really perfect shape. And then I'm just filling in my lip with this. This will intensify the colour and make it stay on even longer. And then onto my lipstick, I'm going to go in with a classic red. This is Russian Red from MAC. It's a very Christmassy red. And just popping that all over my lips, making sure there's no difference between the lip liner and the lipstick.
Alrighty guys, so this is your finished look. I hope you all enjoyed. This is something that I would definitely wear out. This is my kind of style look. I like semi-natural skin, although this is quite a full coverage. It's the Fenty foundation and it's quite full coverage and matte. Kind of the opposite of what I tend to like, but I thought would go really well with this look. I do prefer more sheer coverage, dewy, more natural, more skin-like, see freckles, all that kind of jazz. But the makeup itself, like the red lip and the eyes and stuff like that, love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, if you did like this video, then give me a big thumbs up below. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you would wear this kind of makeup. Is this your kind of style of makeup, or do you like really natural stuff? I want to know. I want to know. And yeah, hit subscribe to see more Christmas videos. Oh, and this is probably going up just before Christmas. This is probably going to be my last look before Christmas, and then I'll have a New Year's look coming up. I think we'll see. We'll see how things go. Let's not make promises here. But if it is, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you for New Year's.